Okay, excellent connection. Good. All right, so let's start. Hope this live stream is working well. This is my second live stream, actually, as you might know. Now, welcome to our YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, in this channel we calculate the swing days in the market and the swing hours of every day absolutely in advance. And because we're doing that in advance, we get to see the swing days and the swing hours up ahead of time. So let's take a look at this wrap-ups information from last week, right? So if I come up here, are you able to see my screen? I hope so. All right, here we are. Now, this is the 24th to the 28th of March 2025, and I posted these on February 21, 2025. Okay, so as you can see, these are like a week before the month started. And in fact, you can see here, if you're new to the channel or if you're not a member in the members club, you can see here that already I've posted all of April before ahead of time. So for every week, we've got swing days, we've got swing hours for every day. Now, for every day as well, there's a video I do daily, but on Friday, sometimes you won't get a video because I don't work Friday. So sometimes I do them, sometimes I don't. So worst case scenario is expect like there won't be one, but Monday to Thursday there will be. All right, but for every day there definitely are the hours, and I post all of them, like I said, for the whole month, like a week in advance. So let's take a look at what happened. So also one more quick thing here. When we're talking about the swing days, I'm not talking about the major swings in the market, because if you're day trading or intraday trading or like short term, a few days within the week kind of a trader, then, you know, obviously knowing those swing days is also important. But what we're looking for is within the week, you know, what days are good to turn around, what days are good to follow up a swing day, or wait for a reversal, or wait for a breakout. So knowing those days in advance for us is very important, because then we can set ourselves up accordingly, and that will minimize your risk and maximize your return, because everybody's waiting for some kind of a technical analysis setup, and people are doing technicals and fundamentals together to kind of, you know, match up their trading, which is all fine, no problem with that at all. Just at the GlobalTrader.Club, what we do is something different. In addition to doing the technicals and the fundamentals, we add the swing hours. We add the hours where the market can really turn around or can push in a direction, which is good to know. And obviously we technically analyze it with our PST indicator. So let's take a look at what happened here. So this is gold. I'm going to check out every day. I'm just going to do this for the hours. Now for the swing days, you can see we've got here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So these 3 days we have to kind of like look out for. And on the videos as well, for every day there's a video. You can watch them after they've been published in the club area in YouTube. I post them afterwards, and then you can see how I'm looking at it as well. So there's an idea. So let's take a look at Monday. So Monday was the low of the week. So here we are, Tuesday, that's Monday here. And these are the swing hours, as you can see. Let me get rid of this PST pricing. We don't want to see that now. Okay, so as you can see on Monday, if we have a swing day, the first thing we want to do is basically where we're at, right? So this is your Monday here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, so let's take a look. This is Monday, so we have the market coming down. So for us it's a swing day, so we'll take that up. The trend is going up, we're okay to do that. Okay, you'll sometimes hear me saying we will have the market come down here, but that can take a bit of time. But at the end of the day, if the market came down into a swing day, we want to be going up, right? I want to be buying it. So that's how this whole thing kind of works out for us. So that's your Monday. And on Wednesday, I also did say if we have a, you know, push up, if you want to buy the low to go up, it's okay, because we should be heading towards a double top. Okay, and Friday was also a swing day, so obviously we're going to find ourselves somewhere at a target. Now when we're trading, targeting is really important. So on the weekly we have a PST target, which was 76. So from the beginning of the week we were already targeting 3053. Okay, and that 3053 is there. That was done as you can see on a Thursday. Okay, but let's take a look at the hours. So on Monday the market is down, so we're buyers, right? Where do we want to buy? We want to buy where the market bought before, right? We're going to just do simple technical analysis. By the way, if you know technical analysis, if you know money management, no matter what you're doing, what kind of a technical analysis or money management you're doing, timing can really help you out. At the GlobalTrader.Club, what we do is we do a few different types of technical analysis, because one style of technical analysis will not work all the time. So one style cannot work all the time, so this is why we check out a few styles. But even if you know just one style of technical analysis and that works for you, you can just add timing. So let's say you're a demand supply trader and this is your zone where you want to get into the market. Now you know at what time you should be buying. You see how the hours are here? So once the hours and the time zone and the price zone kind of like match up, that's when you want to get in. Okay, that's on, so you can really catch the low of a swing day, okay, if you match the price to time. Now a lot of times you'll see people, you'll hear people as well saying, oh, you can't determine the top and the bottom of the market. That is not true. If a swing day, a swing hour and a price matches together, you can with a high degree of accuracy. Obviously I'm not saying it's 100%, there is no such thing, but this is really accurate and you can watch it in many videos as well. So that's your Monday. So if that is the swing day, the market should not go lower. Now Wednesday was another swing day, and I did say Wednesday, guys. Let's take a look at Tuesday first. All right. So, and this is Tuesday afterwards. Now take a look at what's going on at the swing hours. The market is at swing hours. You can see the market just going up. It comes back down at a swing hour. Next swing hour, it's going back up. Coming back to the swing hour. Next swing hour, we're like going back up. Let's take a look at Wednesday. Now Wednesday we had to be a bit more careful. Why? Because that was a swing day as well. But if Monday was a low, Wednesday can be a swing day. It can be slightly lower. It could do a stop sweep, or it can just go with the flow. So what was the important thing here? If we could buy again, okay, at the trading hours, you can. And these were the hours. Now if you waited for all of the hours just to check the market and you see that it didn't come down, then you could have just gotten in here on the next day, or from the lows on the last hour here as well, or the opening, because on Thursday I also had opening hours here, right? The vertical lines are our swing hours. Okay, so on Thursday you can see I had those hours. And like I said, these hours, all of the hours and all the swing days are posted like days in advance. So all of March was like posted on the 21st of February. So these are the swing hours for Thursday. Okay, and I've made a comment as well here. Sometimes I make comments like here on Friday as well. And what have I said here? 525 to 555. Further move might come in the same direction as we get to 745, and if so, it should continue to 1140. So that's obviously information we'd like to know. Why? Because if I'm following a trade, I also have possible hours until the market is moving forward. Otherwise I don't have any hours, right? If we're just trading on technical analysis, we just got price. So according to the price, I'm seeing where things are going. I don't know if it's going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go down. I don't know how far, how long, until what time it's going to go. So we're always in a bit of a dilemma. But as you can see, this is Thursday. Market starts to go up. It comes back. Now this is something really interesting. This is 10 o'clock. Now if you take a look at Thursday, I didn't have 10 o'clock here. All right, it went straight from 3 a.m. to 1:30 and then 4:15. So in the video I was doing for Thursday, I said there's something, let me just check what's going on here. And I made a bit of a check, and I said in the video, I said, guys, just put this clock on there, this time on there, 10 o'clock. So I actually put this on there during the video when I was doing it, because at 10 o'clock, I felt like there's something there. In fact, let me just check my book, because I'm doing all of this manually, right? Yeah, on Thursday, I said 10 to 10:15. Okay, so just put it in there for a note, because that might actually be, you know, a swing. And that's your 10 o'clock, and this is your 10:15 there. So 10:15 opens up and the market starts going up, as you can see. Now it goes up to the target that we were expecting on the weekly, right? On the weekly PST. Remember that weekly PST? Okay, that line 76 gave us a price of 3,053.96. So that's what we were expecting to go up to. So the market goes up there, as you can see, and then drops down, okay, into the trading hours again. If I make this a little bigger, maybe it might make sense, right? So this is Thursday. All right, so let's get into Thursday. And this is your trading hour, right? It falls right into it. That bar closes and the market starts to go back up again into the next trading hours. Now remember my comments there as well. Okay, so 525, 555, and a further move might come in the same direction as we get to 745. So that is your 745. So the market comes down into 745, and then we're going up. That's your 745 there. That's your 545 there. 745, and then going into that 1130 there. Okay, so once we get to the target, obviously that's a weekly PST level, so you obviously want to take your profit. You would have actually taken your profit over here, and if you wanted to enter the trade again, you would have done it down here. All right, why? Because once you have a target, you've got to take your profit. Okay, otherwise you can't just let it go. Now on Friday, this is Friday, right? So let's take a look at Friday's hours here. Now we're already on tops. Now on Friday, 3,097 was from the daily PST. You see, 78 gave us a price of 3,097. Now if you take a look at my indicators, if we're kind of like going up, we're going up, you know, we're going up sniffing a level, and these levels have a price. You see, my indicators give me price because we want to trade time and price, right? So it's only logical that I should have a price in my trading. So then on the daily, I in fact said that's a bit out there, but you know, if we do the weekly, we can keep that in mind. And the market did do the weekly, as you can see, and it just kept pushing up. Now we'll probably hit that level, but on Monday, because Monday is a new day and this is a daily PST, this is going to be slightly lower than that level. So on Monday we might be able to just hit that there as well, and then the market might, you know, maybe come back for a retracement or something. Okay, so that's how it worked out for gold. But this is the, you know, mentality behind it. When you're matching your time and your price together, it's just like kind of works out. Okay, so matching the times and so on. Now remember, you also have to match your technical analysis. Okay, so this is Friday. Okay, so if you want to go in, where would you go in? Where did the market break out? So you have to match your technical analysis and understand that if the market is going to come back, it needs to come back to a place where you can get back in. That's your manipulation with a gap there. If you know trading with technical analysis a little bit, so you would have probably known that this is your zone. Okay, that's your zone. Let me just double click that. Why do I want to take that in there? Because of the slight gap there is there here. Okay, and that would have been it. Now normally if you tap in there, you could go in and, you know, put your stop loss underneath it, and then sometimes people say, well, I got stopped out but the market went in my direction. This is where you've got to match the time. So once again, let's make this a little bigger so you understand the mentality. This is where price and time match. Okay, and that's it. So once it matches, you're in the game because it's your time, and the market dipped into there. Now that's 11:30 on a Friday. 11:30 on a Friday. So I had 10:50, 11:30, and then we had 2:05 to 2:55. Now this is interesting. 2:05, 2:55 is here. There is nothing to do here. We're not at a high, we're not at a low according to London, and we're nowhere near at a trading hour. So this is a time you don't take unless it's another asset which might match this hour. So if, for example, in the euro dollar this was a good hour, or SP 500 this was a good hour, you would have taken it. But with gold, no, because the time isn't matching anything technical. So we keep moving forward. Okay, as you can see, as we get into the evening, the closing of the session, the market is just all stable. Still a bit of a sell-off at the trading hour, a bit of a buy at the trading hour, as you can see, but nothing significant. Okay, so once you make your technical analysis, and once you kind of understand where you're at, you can follow the trade with time and price, and then you can follow it to a time. So for example, if you bought here, you would have covered your trade here. Okay, you would have just covered it and just let it ride. If it keeps going up, great. If it doesn't, you're still in profit and it's not a problem. The beauty about this is time and price together. Let's take a look at how the euro dollar panned out. Now this is the euro dollar. Now what did I have for the euro dollar? Now euro dollar this week was complicated because I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? So it was like one after the other. So I said to myself, and in the videos as well, I said this might be like a flow week, might get somewhere and then turn around. And Thursday I did say, you can watch the videos as well, that we might look for a place to go up because it's the last day of the swing days. And if there was 4 of them, okay, so we're kind of like hanging down. If you watch the analysis, the technical analysis video, it'll make sense. Because we had a PST price here, right? 0745. Okay, so this was a target price. So I said we should probably get into there. So selling into there was great. And on Thursday, I said, guys, we can go up with this because Thursday is the last day of the days. Plus, we've come to a PST price target. And we've got room to go up. So I've marked them in as to where we could go up into. Okay, and on Friday and on Thursday, look here, as you can see, on Thursday, see how the market opens up right at the low, and that's your 0745. Remember that weekly, that daily target we had. Let me check if we had anything on the weekly. On the weekly, no, the target was a bit low. This is 0771, but that's the target for the breakout. So yeah, on Thursday, these were your trading hours. This is where the market made a U-turn, comes back. It's that 10 o'clock again. Is it that 10 o'clock? Let me just check. This is the 10 o'clock which I talked about in the video. This is your 10 o'clock here. Okay, there's not much to do here. Why? Because the market isn't really down here. Here also, where you would have been looking to trade at would have been after these gap closures, or if the time and price matched, the opening closing is not a bad level as well. I always have the opening and the closing prices on there, as you can see. Okay, they're like good levels to trade off. So on Thursday, market goes up on the trading hours, as you can see. Okay, now once you're going up and once you made your targets, obviously you need to take profit. And 0834 was also a target. Why? It would have been that level there. Okay, the HCL1 line and the blue line there, the 59, 0833, you see. So the market's here right at the trading hours. Okay, and that's your look. What did I say? It's 2 o'clock 205. Okay, this is the 2 o'clock 245, 205, 245, sorry. Now, why would you have gotten in here, right? That's not high, that's not low. Would you have? Well, there are 2 things you could have done here. One, if you've learned trading from us, you would have checked out where the breakout of the high was. Okay, so this is your zone here. Why? Because this is what caused the breakout of the high. Okay, and the second thing is, because that was the high, remember, and the market went up, and the second thing is, if you measured the move of the impulse, 37.5. Okay, if you've learnt from me That would be your magic ratio. 37.5, market makes the impulse, now starts sizzling down. We're at a 37.5. We are at 37.5 at a trading hour. Okay, and that would have been basically it. So you had two good reasons. This is why I always say one type of technical analysis is not enough. This is why at the Global Trader Club I always teach like 5 different ways of looking at the market. There are 5 steps, 5 different ways to look at the market, and 5 steps to set up your trade with your money management and everything. And then what happens? Market goes up into the target. Obviously you want to take profit. If you got greedy, okay, you said, well, I've got a bit more hours ahead of me, maybe it'll go higher. Okay, you should have definitely covered your trade for sure. Okay, moved stops up, because that's a big leap into there. And if you think about it, that's your 2 o'clock on Friday there. Now remember, 205 to 255 in gold didn't make sense, but in the euro dollar it made sense. So that's the important thing. You see what I mean? You bring your technical analysis together with the time. Okay, for gold it doesn't make sense, but for euro dollar, yeah, I would have, like, get in here, right? So that's the kind of correlation you want to kind of like keep. And if direction is clear, it should go to 820 but can continue to 1020, and this is your 820 here, and that's your 1020 there, and that's your closing there. So those are your trading hours. But in any case, it made the target, and even if you did wait for it, you still would have gotten out at the target. Surprisingly enough, the targets are quite accurate with us when we're doing PST. Let's take a look at SP 500 as well. Now this is SP 500. As you can see here as well, Friday market just sizzling down. Now on this one we had a Thursday swing day. Let's take a look. I think it was Wednesday. Okay, these are swing days, right? So for SP 500 we had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is again tricky, okay? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But what do I have to take note here? Remember, the indices go together. So if I've calculated for SP 500 3 days, I'm thinking like, well, we're going to turn around on one of those days. If we're high, we want to take it, right? So that's what I said in the video as well. Look, Wednesday is a high. I want to like take a sell and, turn around. Now look at this. NASDAQ has a Wednesday. Dow Jones has a Wednesday. So Wednesday, 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 Thursday, Thursday, and we've got a Friday there. So Wednesday is common to all 3 of them. So understanding that they're also related. And on Wednesday, I did say, guys, we're at the tops here. This is where we want to sell off. If you're at a trading hour, you sell. Okay, and that's how it is. On the weekly as well, let's take a look. We didn't have a level there. We didn't have a spot there. But look, the daily, I measured it clearly here. And look at the swing days. Look how beautiful they're working from last week. Sell the highs. So if you're at the highs, this is your flag. Impulse flag 37.5, just lower the 37.5. Beautiful location. You're in there. Okay, so selling at trading hours in New York. That's it. That's your London. Is it your London? That's your 205, I think. This is 1045. You're right. This is 1045. Let me just go back and forth, and then we'll get our London and New York pre-trade sessions. Will give us a kind of heads up. Okay, and that's how it is, right? So these are your trading hours. So here the market is going up. Where to? Look at that opening closing price of the previous day. And look at Thursday too. They're selling at the trading hour. Let's go back into, actually, why don't I look at everything? All right, instead of just those days. Let's see, this is Monday. All right, here's your Monday. So what do we have? We had Monday, and then we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We had Monday for Dow Jones as well. So market, let's take a look at the daily again. That's your Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Now on Monday, if you watched Monday's video, I said you can go long with this. If it does come back, you can kind of like push up. Why? Because we're right in the middle of the channel and we want to go up to sell. Okay, so this is it. And also we're following from Friday. Look, Friday was a swing day. So Friday market buys the low. Monday we're going up in a frenzy. Okay, and when it did go up, let's take a look at Monday. Here we are. Let's take a look at the swing hours. I've made a bit of a change on this because the on the template, because it was like a little slow. But let's take a look at the hours. Okay, here we are, Monday. So that's the Asia session. Okay, that's when I'm sleeping. 9:0567. Let's take a look. 9:05. 9:05 is on this bar here, right there. Okay, 9:05, and you can see this is where the market starts to push up, nice and easy. Okay, and then 6-7. Let's take a look at 6 o'clock. This is, well, that's just 6 o'clock right there. Whoops, that's just 6 o'clock right there. Interesting. Okay, and then 6-7 should be there, right? 7:15, that's just 7 o'clock there, and then the market just sizzles down. Okay, so those are like good to know. And then I've got 9:15 to 9:40, can push to closing from here. 9:15 to 9:40. Let's see what happens. 9:15. Look, this is your 9:15. All right, and what have I said? I said it can push until closing. Well, that's your closing, and it's kind of like pushed up. Now, if you follow the videos as well, the daily ones, I did say, guys, if we're going sideways here, I said this is going to set up for a short, and the reason it's going to set up for a short is because we're up here, and that's your swing day Wednesday. Swing day Wednesday, market breaking down. If I hold this down a little bit, narrow it down, okay, you can see the gaps we need to fill. Market fills them at a trading hour, and they have a rush sell off again. All you have to do is integrate your technical analysis. That's the last place where there was manipulation before the breakdown of that low, going back up in there. Even if you get these demand supply levels wrong, it doesn't really matter. Why doesn't it matter? Simply because you're matching it to time. So if you get something wrong in terms of your technical analysis, you can check the time, and you can say, well, wait a minute, this is the good level I wanted to get in at, but I don't have an hour there, I don't have a time there, so leave it alone. Don't do it. Why should you take the risk? Okay, so same here. Look, why did they buy here? Because this is the place where the gap was. So the market had a jump there in the opening, remember? And this is your zone. Okay, that's your gap zone there. So the market fills in the gap, taps it exactly at the trading hours. And remember, I posted these on the 21st of February. Okay, so that is like more than a month away. Before. So the market goes up, comes down, and then at this hour goes up, comes down. This is the closing. You can see how nicely it's working. And on Friday, that's your London, sweeping the gap, pushing it up into the opening closing price. That's your trading hour. Let's make this a little bigger. And then that's it. This is it. London, trading hours, buying nicely. You're getting in the lows, right? And then those are your trading hours. That's it. Game over. Boom, boom. Going all the way down into your trading hours. And wouldn't it be great if somebody told me that before? If direction is clear, it should go to 8:20, but can continue to 10:20, 11:30. That is your 8:20. That is your 11 10:30 right there. If somebody told me that, wouldn't that be great? That is price and timing. Will it work on Bitcoin? It should do. It should work on everything. These are Bitcoins. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin as well. Let's not be lazy. Tuesday, Friday, Sunday I've got. So Sunday is tomorrow. Well, that's your Friday big sell-off. Okay. Tuesday, market makes the high there. Okay. That's your Tuesday. So on Tuesday, let's check it out. So if I had Tuesday, let's see what time that was. The high of Tuesday was 11 o'clock. Tuesday, I had 9 to 9:40. So let's see what is 9 to 9:40. That's 9:45. So 9:40 is there. 9 o'clock is there. All right. So this was the zone. This is the time zone. Let's take a look at if somebody bought on a Tuesday. Let's say you bought 10. Let's say, because that's Asia session. If you're trading the Asia session, obviously you're going to look at those, right? But by the time I'm up and running doing the videos, it's going to be around like 9-10 a.m. my time, UTC +3. So that's 10:40 to 11, and then I got 1:45. 10:40. There you go. That's your 10:40 there. All right. So that's your 10:40. It's a 15-minute chart. 10:30. Okay. 11 is going to be there. So the market makes a beautiful turn going into 245, 145. Let's check them out. That's your 245 market making a high there, and 145 should be just there. Okay, so from here the market goes up there, so definitely you should have covered the trade here. But if Tuesday is going to be a swing day, okay, let's be logical, okay, and if we want to sell highs, in fact, why don't I take us to Bitcoin first, because we didn't check, all right, the daily, and let's take a look at the daily on Bitcoin. Now my MT4 platform can be a little bit of a drag because I've got a few things working on it, so it does take time. But remember, here what we're doing with the PST is calculating the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the intraday pricing whenever I want to get in. So if I match a time and a PST price, it's like a pretty good trade. And if I know the swing days, so if the market is up, so a swing day for me is going to be like, you know, I want to look for a sell from the highs or a sell the next day. Okay, if a swing day is on the low, then I want to do it the other way around. So this is Bitcoin, right? So that's your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and this is your Saturday. So Tuesday I did have a swing day, as you can see. So knowing this in advance, guys, is like gold. Okay, because also technically we want to sell the highs. So everybody's thinking, well, where am I going to sell? What am I going to sell? What am I going to do? So this is your swing day. So you say, okay, you know what? It's a swing day. Let's sell it. Now, if you missed it on Tuesday or if you weren't sure, then you'd go on to Wednesday, wouldn't you? Okay, so this is your Wednesday. Look, that's your Tuesday. All right, market making the high there. And this is your Wednesday trading hours. Bang, down. And on Thursday, these are your trading hours. Let's take a look at Thursday and add them up here as well, so we're crystal clear. So Thursday, 1:30, 4:15, 4:35. So I've got 150 is there. And then I've got 4:15, 5:25, 4:15. Oh, look, that's your 4:15. 5:25 is there. Okay, so the market chucks a UE exactly where they chucked one before. Okay, and sorry, that's 4:15 to 4:35. 4:15 to 4:35. This is exactly where the market turns around. And the other one is 5:25 to 5:55, right? This one here. Okay. So 525 to 555. So that was your 525 there. Your 555 was on that bar. So the market goes back where they sold before. Okay. What else did I have? Okay, and further move might come in the same direction as we get to 745. 745. This is your 745, so move in the same direction. Okay, 745, market went up, 745, back in the same direction. And then it should continue to 1140. Well, that's your closing, and that's your 1140 there. Let's see, that should be 1145. There you go. All right, so it's just sideways slightly up. So what happens on a Friday? Let's check it out. Friday. So that happened in Asia. 445, 5, then we've got 1050, 1130. So let's put it 445. Where are you? This is your 445. Then we've got what? 11 o'clock is there. See how the market goes all the way in there. So knowing these hours, 10:50, 11:30, and then 2:55. 11:30 is there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's your 10:50 bar. I think that one, yeah? 10:50 there. All right, so this is where they first take a break. Then we've got 2 o'clock, 2:05 to 2:55. Should be there. Well, there you go. 2:05 to 2:55 is right here, the market in New York. And then what happens? Okay, if direction is clear, it should go to 8:20, but can continue to 10:20 to 10:20 to 11:30. Well, I think market direction clear, going down into, where's 8:30? Oh, 8:30 is right there. 8:30, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so market direction clear. We have a break. Remember, look what the market did. This takes a little bit of technical analysis, and obviously you should know technical analysis, right? So this is the zone where the market's breaking down. Okay, there's no stop sweep moving up quickly here. This is just taking its time. It's selling. Okay, so where do you need to sell? The right price is going to be on that manipulation bar there, and there's your gap there. Okay, so it's pretty much, did it do a gap fill? Yes, it did. It just did the gap fill. See the gap from there? This is why a bit of technical analysis is necessary. Now, but you could say, but that didn't match an hour. You're right. It didn't. Should you have taken it? If you didn't take it, I wouldn't blame you. But the direction is clear. We've got a good impulse. Market selling off, closes gap, and sells. Now, what you know is this, though. You know that the market can go until 8:30 in the same direction. So what can you do? Well, if your technical analysis is a little decent, then you can say, well, wait a second. If I know that the market can go to 8:30, highly likely, why don't I just enter the breakout? Well, you can. And then follow it all the way into 8:30 or 11:30. As you can see, once it bounces off there, it kind of like stagnated and stuck around there. But that's already obviously enough for you to, like take profit and so on. So this is like working with time and price is like absolutely unbelievable. It's just magic. And the way to get in there is, know the time and know the swing days in advance. I mean, like, think about it. This is the whole month of, April. So from the 31st of March to the 4th of April, I'm going all the way into the 2nd of May, already calculated with swing days and swing hours. So matching the swing days and the swing hours to your trading is like, well, you know, you're like doubling the possibility of making a winning trade rather than just getting in there. And also a lot of traders have a problem following up the trades. Well, how long should I do? Will it get to my target? Well, sometimes you have a really good target it can get to, like we have in the PST, right? But sometimes you can see it doesn't match time. So when we get to a PST, we'll take that profit, no problem. But sometimes if you know that there is an hour ahead where the market can still push to, then what you can do, if it hasn't come to your target yet, but you're, you know, trigger happy to take some profit, then you can say, well, wait a minute, I still got time ahead of me. I can just push the stop a little bit forward and just wait rather than rush in and take a bit of profit and run out because I'm scared it's going to go the other way. Also, if you kind of like use these time and price together, it will really take the fear out of your trading. I hope that makes sense because you've got time and price. Your stop losses are really, really tight. Okay, I hope that helps. And that's about it. So have a good one and have a great weekend. All the best. If you're new to my channel, you can always go to GlobalTrader.Club, and you can also go to the members area from there, members.GlobalTrader.Club, and check it out. Have a great weekend.